Hey everybody, I'm Jelani. There's no Brooks today, but still go figure reviews. Still gonna review stuff, and for today, we've got the G.I. Joe Classified Series Cobra Commander. I once was a man. Figure. You know, it was an SDCC exclusive. This turned out to be a pain in my butt to get, but this is my friend Mike, the voice Matthews figure. He let me borrow it so we could review it. And looking at it, looks pretty good. I like the artwork, especially the artwork that it kind of like switches up on you. Like it's Cobra Commander, it's also him as a snake, and it does that pretty well on the cover of the package. I like that. It also has a slip cover, so like you can lift it off, but I'm going to show the back real quick because that's important, because it still has "I was once a man" on the back of it with the 130. Looks pretty good. It shows all the fun stuff on the back as far as his codes and the Hasbro fun stuff. There's also that barcode and some more unreadables on the bottom. And it's got that QR code on this side so you can find out what those other stars meant. And a picture of Cobra Commander on this side with his helmet on, his chest out. And the other side where he is no longer a man. That looks pretty good. Not much at the top, just that 130. And like I said, it's a slip. So you take the slip and boom, you've got even more packaging, which I really like about this set. You open it up and there's Cobra Commander inside. It's got all of his fun stuff. Him as a snake, him as a guy snake, and all the fun artwork that's in here as well. It's like it's Cobra Commander, but he's trapped in the clamshell as an action figure. That's pretty cool. I like that. And yeah, we're gonna open it all the way, of course, and see what's going on. All right, and here is Cobra Commander out of the packaging, and he looks pretty good. This is based off of the G.I. Joe the movie, Cobra Commander, where he is enveloped with spores from his, I guess, his birthplace, Cobra La. And it turns him into this gruesome snake, which adds his face, and that face is highly detailed. He looks very good. I like the eyes everywhere because he had the eyes prior to being turned into a snake. He did an experiment on himself that kind of got him eyes all over the place, so he had to wear the mask. And it looks pretty good. I like the scales. I like his reptilian body. It's not accurate to the movie because he's more muscular in the movie. He's got like actual chest and abs and things, but this is more of a snake. I guess this will be like an updated version of this figure, but it is what it is. I'm just glad we're getting it. I like the scales on his arm. I like the detail of it. It's very nice. He's got that glove on, and he's got another glove on this side, but he's not supposed to wear a glove, I guess, on this side because he's in the middle of the transformation where he loses his gloves. And, which is fine. It's okay. I'm not knocking points. It's a reptilian Cobra Commander. But he looks good. Not going to go over articulation because if you've seen one Cobra Commander, you've seen them all. You see all the parts. He has double jointed knees and they're pinless. He's got an ankle turn, though. That's pretty cool. I like that cut right there. He goes up and down, of course, and has the ankle pivot with the peg hole at the bottom of the feet. His feet are dirty. I like the dirt at the bottom, like they're scuffed. He should have one shoe off where he has like a foot exposed and a hand exposed up here. So, you know, little things I'm nitpicking about. You know, he's not really accurate to the movie, but we get this figure, and that's not bad. Looking at his helmet, which you can also put on his head, looks pretty good. It looks kind of off-center. That's not bad. I really like it. The paint's a little off too. It's a little wobbly, like wobble, but it's okay. And then we've got his discarded mask, which, if you can see that, is cracked. That looks pretty good. I like that a lot. I like to put that detail in there. Also, flipping it around, it has the inside of his mask, so you can see the little inner workings, where his eye sockets are, how he sees, and what he understands. It's pretty cool. He's got his little backpack because he's Cobra Commander, and you know he needs a backpack for his gun, which his gun is here. It's the same old school blaster that he had. I like that, and it just goes in like that, and it goes on his back. And also he has a knife, and it's the same kind of knife. It goes in the side of his leg. Pretty standard. Nice little paint work on the blade. He's also got a pointy finger, for pointing. And he's got like a clawed out hand, like a grasping out hand. This should be another claw hand or something like that. But it's not terrible, so I can't say too much. And of course, you got two fisted hands for punching. Or for, I'll get you next time, G.I. Joe. And then, of course, I'd be remiss without showing his final form before actually he turns into a snake. And that's his snake body. So it's not bad. It's articulated. It's got arms. His mouth does not close. But he's still out here like, I was once a man. A man. I do like the detail. The fact he's turning into a cobra. That's pretty cool. I like the thing. And it doesn't articulate, but like I said, it's supposed to wrap around Roadblock at some point where he's screaming that. That looks good. I like that a lot too. Very nicely detailed. So he's got decent accessories. He's an alright set. So far. But we'll compare him with some other stuff too. And here we have a collection of all the Cobra Commanders we've received so far. Thanks to Nate for supplying these. I have them all, but they all have different stuff going on. Plus, I don't have this bad boy in the end, but we'll get to him in a second. This is our first Cobra Commander. This is the first Cobra Commander we received in our, I think, the first or second wave of G.I. Joe. This is the one I had first, and I was like, he's alright. He just doesn't need all that regalia or whatnot. They did repaint him. I forgot when, but this was a repaint of this same figure, which is pretty cool. I do like that. It's more the original colors, but not the Cobra Commander we really know. Plus, we don't have one with the hood, which I'm still kind of mad about. We'll get over it. On this end, I think it's the Supreme Leader Cobra Commander. He was an exclusive, I believe. I have him as well. This is Nate's though, but he's a repaint of these as well, but he looks way better. I think he's like, of the group of the masked one so far, he is the best of that group to me. But of course, we're also going to look at this bad boy. This is the H.I.S. tank Cobra Commander. The difference, we'll get a retro card soon, but he has the Mickey Mouse ears on his Cobra symbol as opposed to a Cobra, which we'll get the retro card with the Cobra symbol on it. But I like this figure a lot. I really wanted this one, but I didn't get his tank, so que sera. And yeah, this is how Cobra Commander stands with those. I will show off the helmet because you need a helmet with Cobra Commander too. I'll just take this one off and pop this one on, just so he looks like his Cobra brethren. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good with the rest of them. It is shinier, and it doesn't have the white thing at the top, which is unlike the others, which have different spots, except for this Cobra Commander, of course. But I like all of them together. They look pretty good. All right, and here we have Cobra Commander in the snake form, wrapped around Roadblock, because everybody's seen this one, right? That's the whole point of this figure, is to have him attached to Roadblock, because Roadblock was like partially blind. He was blinded or temporarily blinded during the events in G.I. Joe the movie, and he saved Cobra Commander, which basically they were trying to get down a snowy mountaintop, and he's screaming in his ear the whole time, "I once was a man." And Roadblock strangles him, and they roll down a hill. It's pretty funny, but still, as a kid, looking at Cobra Commander in this form kind of creeped me out too, because it's like a snake with a whole bunch of eyes. It's super creepy. But I like this setup, and I'm still glad I kind of kept this Roadblock. I have several Roadblocks, but this is the first one that came out, and he's the only one that has like the kind of accurate jacket that you need, or the vest you need for this scene to be pulled off. So I'm glad I kept him. All right, and here we have some heavyweights from the G.I. Joe movie. We have, I guess, Cobra Commander's boss, Serpentor. "This I command." And of course we have the man himself, Sergeant Slaughter. You know, "You maggots." And yeah, they're both kind of large. They're larger than Cobra Commander, of course. But I like the height comparison. We're gonna get that new Nemesis Enforcer. I'm not sure what they're calling it. It's Nemesis something. You can tell me in the comments. But yeah, we're getting the other figure, which will be a lot larger than all these combined, actually. But I think it looks good. Good height comparison. I mean, so all in all, it's not a bad figure. It's just, it was a lot of hype surrounding it, on top of the fact it was very hard to get. It was just crazy how it was gone in seconds off of Hasbro Pulse once they put it online. Those bots are crazy. But I'm glad we finally got to review one. So once again, thanks to Mike the Voice Matthews for sharing this figure with us. Of course, I'm going to give it a figure point since I'm the only one here that can give them. I'm going to give this set, I'm going to give it a 4. I'm going to give it a 4 because it's not really accurate to the movie version of Cobra Commander that I really wanted. I mean, he needs to have like a shoe missing in a hand, or a glove that's not there. It should be like just a scaled hand. That would have been nice to add. They're just the way to get it. I mean, there are just a lot of things that I would say. It's not terrible. Like I said, the snake version, I think it needs a little more articulation in the tail. I do like that it wraps around Roadblock. But I just wanted to be a little bit more articulated for some reason. Just a minor gripe. For a deluxe figure and for an SDCC exclusive figure, it needed a little more oomph for me. But 4 is decent for me. Tell us, guys, what you think in the comments. What you think how many figure points you would give this figure. Tell us if you like it. Tell if you don't like it. Tell us anything, man. The comments need to blow up. So, yeah, thanks again for watching. And, of course, get out there and go figure.